This was inside of a Brooklynite's home at a Flatbush apartment building just last month. Though it might be hard to believe, News 12's investigative reporter Caitlin Ulrich found it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Almost followed my daughter.
On October 14th of this year, this apartment ceiling at 1111 Ocean Avenue collapsed. Shocking to see, but not all that surprising to other tenants.
Now I've watched it just deteriorate over the years, and it's sad.
Rita is the president of the building's Tenants Association. She started the group 7 years ago because of problems like this.
And now that it's gotten to the point where nobody does anything, nobody listens to us, and nobody's responding to our needs.
And though she says problems date back for years, there is an extremely long log of problems just from the last two. There are 314 open violations currently with Housing Preservation and Development and nearly 100 complaints from tenants.
I've probably reached out to HPD 100 times easily, and that's true of a lot of people in the building.
Following the ceiling collapse, the Department of Buildings inspected the apartment and found the kitchen and bedroom in a state of, quote, disrepair. They also found other issues, including a malfunctioning elevator. 3 violations were issued to the landlord.
So these are things that we are entitled to that they just are not listening to us about.
The problems aren't being resolved despite making dozens of 311 calls and HPD complaints, according to these tenants. And the landlord's failure to rectify these issues is playing out in housing court. HPD started pursuing litigation against the owners in September of this year. A spokesperson writes, quote, litigation against the owner is in full swing and emergency repairs are being initiated as needed. HPD is employing all of its enforcement tools to work with the Tenants Association, improve conditions and correct violations. We ask tenants to continue filing complaints as conditions arise and action will be taken, unquote.
They're putting in the minimal possible effort so that they can, collect rent without having to put any money back into the building, either our rent money or the mortgages that they've taken out from banks to use to repair and take care of this building. Where's that money going? Not into this building.
We reached out to the owners and received a statement reading, quote, we have been working very hard since the end of the pandemic to perform the necessary repairs needed throughout the building without rents being paid. This also has been a very hard time for the management team with the loss of our building super who passed away, unquote. A handful of tenants say they stopped paying rent within the last few years because of the conditions. There are more than 100 units in the building. In Flatbush, Caitlin Ulrich, News 12.